I'm Dan Experience from the Guiltless Network, and Where's the Chiron? What do you mean there's no Chiron? It's bad enough you can see the microphone in the shot. You're telling me we don't have... Get me a Chiron. Thank you. I'm Dan Experience from the Guiltless Network, and I'm a staunch libertarian. Don't go anywhere. I'm not going to shove my free market capitalist views down your throat. At least not yet, so stick with me for a minute. Now, I'm willing to bet that most of you out there disagree with me about something. And that's okay. In fact, that's the point of this video. I feel like every day we get further and further away from being okay with the fact that we disagree with each other. We yell at each other, we insult, we get online and we snipe at each other. We assume some pretty heinous things about each other. Nazi, baby killer, sexist, racist, libtard, cuckservative. These are the things that we call people. People. Our friends, our families, our neighbors. And both sides are guilty of this, and it's getting worse. Well, like every asshole boss that you've ever had says, don't bring me problems, bring me solutions. My solution is called I Still Like You, and it's the newest show coming to the Guiltless Network. Growing up, I heard a lot, don't discuss politics or religion. And the thinking behind this is that these are things that people care very deeply about, and we don't want to be insulting. I don't buy it. Instead of telling people don't discuss politics or religion, why don't we tell people don't be a jerk regardless of what you're discussing? So with that in mind, we're going to discuss things. I'm going to have people on that disagree with me pretty vehemently about things. And we're going to have discussions. But there's going to be 3 rules. Number 1, you're not allowed to assume the motive or intent of the other person. Number 2, no insulting each other. And number 3, at the end of the show, each person tells the other, I still like you. Now, to paraphrase a pretty mediocre song, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I don't think I'm the only one. So let's do this. And I realize I just insulted a pretty sacred cow for some people, but the fact of the matter is, if you like the song Imagine by John Lennon, I think you've got pretty bad taste in music. But I still like you. See how easy that is? That's what we're going to do, except for we're going to do it with abortion and gun control. And I want to be clear, my purpose here is not to gain converts. If that happens, great, but that's going to be secondary to setting the example that we can be friends with people on the other side of the aisle. And furthermore, I want us to relearn how to humanize each other. Because when you're yelling and insulting, you're not attacking an abstract. You're attacking a person, and we all need to cut it out. Okay, so you're still with me. You're still listening. Remember how earlier I said I wasn't going to shove my free market capitalist views down your throat? Well, now I'm going to do that. But it's because I want anyone that's out there watching or listening, if you feel passionately about something, I encourage you to come on the show and talk about it. So, here, I'm going to rattle off some of my positions. I'm absurdly pro-gun. I'm absurdly anti-taxation. I'm anti-war. I'm pro-open borders. I'm anti-welfare. I'm against any drug being illegal. I don't feel white guilt. I don't believe in toxic masculinity. I don't believe in voting. And while I very much believe in seatbelts, I don't believe in seatbelt laws. Climate change doesn't worry me very much. I think if someone wants to be called by a pronoun that doesn't line up with their genitals, you're kind of a jerk for purposely not using it. I'm against biological males competing athletically with biological females. I'm against police abusing their authority, but I don't think that's a problem specific to the black community. I think Julian Assange and Edward Snowden are heroes. And probably the most controversial thing that I'll say in this entire video, I don't think Beyonce is anything special. Disagree with anything I just said? Awesome. Let's talk about it. But we're going to follow the rules. No assuming motive or intent, no insulting, and we're going to end the show by saying, I still like you.